Yo, how we doing today? Right. First things I want to say is we're just gonna be mainly focusing on side quests for the last few streams because we're near the end. I thought we might just see if we can get everything done beforehand. I've done practically almost every hero up to 10. The only ones I'm working on are Lance and Senna's ones, which is thingies and other ones. First, I think since we're in the area, we got thingy up to 10. We got what's his name, Kamaravi up to 10. We'll go in here first and sort that out.
Perhaps we should pay a visit to the lab. There might still be something hidden
Yeah,
there.
out of all of them, this one doesn't have a question mark, which I find a bit confusing though. Every other hero has a question mark.
What is this place? And is that a cradle?
I remember this room. Anything you want to tell us, Kamaravi? This is where I awoke. Met Miyabi and the others.
So that means that cradle is...
It is no simple cradle. Fitted inside is a device which matures a life to a state close to homecoming.
That makes sense. So that's what Y used when reviving Mwamba and the others.
Kamaravi, is that cradle still usable?
The installation works, just barely. Why do you ask such a thing?
Ethel, you're not thinking...
Our enemies are supernatural beings. Monsters who use human lives for fodder. You can all fight against them, but me, as I am now, I'm barely able to protect myself.
Ooh, we're gonna get an Ethel back.
All I can really do is hang back and watch, so as not to be a hindrance. But suppose I was to use this cradle.
Ethel, you don't have anything to prove.
As far as the choices available to you go, you could also return to the city and live a peaceful life. And yet you're saying you want to throw your body back under war's grindstone and spend your life fighting.
Well, it is her decision.
But then, you were ever thus. By the time you speak your mind, your body and soul are long ready. I think you should do as you wish.
Kamaravi, are you sure it's fine? To embroil her in what's ultimately our fight?
Ethel's path should be hers to choose. I'm certain her resolve is firm. If she wished for a life of peace, she would not have followed us this far. The way must have been inside her all along.
I suppose that's true, yes. But still...
I am anxious about the result, same as you. Nevertheless, as a devoted follower of none other but the warrior's way myself, I wish to respect the will and resolve of one who has chosen the same path. I believe Ethel's freedom is hers to do with as she wishes.
Thank you, Kamaravi.
At the same time, I am of course not in a position to decide such things myself. We have conveyed to you our desire. Would you tell us your opinion in turn?
Well, what should we do?
Do we get a choice, or is it going to do it? We do get a choice. Have Ethel undergo the mutation process. Well, I think she should stay out of the fight, but it is her decision. She chose to want to go back to herself. She can do, I guess. Nod. Nod. Bright light! Bright light! One question. Where did you get her old clothes from? Does going through the cradle also give you your clothes back?
How are you feeling, Ethel?
Oh, never better.
Hey Dee, how you doing?
Literally, it's as though new strength is welling up inside of me. This way I'll be able to fight by your side too. You have my thanks.
Yeah.
Huh.
What's wrong, Kamaravi?
Silver.
I'm good.
Oh,
Same old, same old.
Silver code? What does that mean?
He's getting his memory back.
Not sure. When I saw you just now, the word simply came to me. As though something was guiding me. What in the
Good.
world? This sensation. From where did it spring?
Kamaravi. I can explain.
You got your memory
What we
back.
should be thinking about now
Well,
is
parts
the
of it.
future. What we can achieve in unison, no?
Huh.
I said I could be your eyes. That has not changed. Just as you showed me the way before, let me now be your guide.
Aww.
You are right. You can see that which I cannot, indeed. I wanted to live life true to myself, but the answer is still not clear. But perhaps by working together with you.
Let's search for the answer hand in hand, Kamaravi. With unity between us, nothing can be impossible.
Aww. Big hug. No? Okay. Heroes class limit broken. Mouldering Kamaravi. Oh, we actually get Ethel's one done as well. Okay.
I hope everyone's getting along.
So we got two for a price of one there. Alright. Okay. Guess we can get on with doing some of the side quests. I know I got all the items. Nice. I got all the items for this quest, so we can finish that off. Do that. And something. Other quests we can do as well. Alright, where are we heading? Up. Oh, we got Ethel with us. Hello! Seeker's gotten in touch. You have the provisions, blah 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 blah.
What was it they needed again?
Here you go. Yeah, I practically just gave her a lot of the giraffe tail lines because they were easy to grind out. There we go. We've got all the provisions we required. Thanks a bunch. Would you be so kind to give Seeker the good news? Alrighty then. I don't see why not. I think we've also done all the Nopon stuff, giving in those requests, so we could always do that as well. We finished collecting the food and handed it all over. Thanks so much. I'm glad I turned to you for help. Well done, Noah and friends. Always so quick to aid in... blah 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 blah. Always quick to aid. It's marvellous. Even even in a difficult situation like this one, we can only try to move forward. And I believe that when we work together, we can achieve almost anything. I think so too. We're always ready to do our part. Wow, Seeker sounds like something a real leader would say, innit? You want to look elsewhere next time, you should say something pointed like that. But yeah, that was a good line. I even got out on a limb and believe it. Thank you. I'll do all I can to live up to the trust you've placed in me. Aww. So, this one's done.
I hope everyone's getting along.
And any other icons decide to pop up beforehand we move on? Doesn't appear to be. Though some people have new stuff to say. Alright then. I need my quests. There we go. There we go. Knock on registry. Where is this one? Atia region. This one? Oh, it's at Colony Gamma. We have to go here at some point. We have to go here anyway, because I think there's another quest we got to do for the Inspector, I think it is. Yeah, he's the Inspector for Keves. Speaking of which, here he is. So this is Colony Gamma, is it? I'd never thought the day would come I'd set foot in an Agnian colony. It's pretty neat. There's an awful lot of new soldiers here. Yes, they kept from the front lines to serve as a reserve force. Does that interest you? Of course it does. Plenty of soldiers are terrified in the face of uncertain future that breaking of the flame clock has given rise to. They incentive to train hard, to actively positively work to survive in the new harsh world. This part of change you have brought about, they'll probably be proud to hear you assessing them in such a way. I think I've seen enough. Can I ask you to take me to the next place? Yeah, where to this time? The city? Yeah, okay, it is. What? Wait, the city? Yes, the city. A place on Agnus which is unfiltered with either Keves or Agnus. Well, there's a few there. We took a few last time there. My heart leapt when I heard that such a place exists. It may prove challenging bringing an outsider with no connections into the city though. Yes, is there somewhere else where city folk live? Oh, there is the Agnus Castle. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. You're on the ball today, Senna. Yeah, it'd be easier to get him in the city than the city. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it'll be easier to get him in there than the city, at least. If Aggie and Oogie are around, they'll hear us out at least. Would that be okay, Ulrich? It's not quite what you hoped for, but of course, it's fine. My intention lies in the people, not the place. Then let's get to Agnian Castle. But first, we need to talk to some Nopon. Which are... Well, they're in the wrong place. Oh, I went to the wrong place, didn't I? Oh well. We get that sorted, we get this sorted, and then we'll head to the city. Well, Agnus Castle. We managed to find everyone, and here's the stones we got. Ah, Shiny Shiny was right to put faith in friend. Very helpful. So, what did we even collect these things for everyone? Or everyone gave us something different. Ah, that's a story. These stones are rock solid test of intent. Ah? No, not intent. Pun not intended. What is she on about? Back to topic. It's good test for Nopon caravans on how to be friendly with humans. Shield tests every so often. Wow, really? Red is keeping distance, blue is status quo, and yellow is for harmony. This way Nopon keeps good balance of distance with humans. I knew these colours did have a meaning. Very intentional things for caravans. So, what were the results this time? Let's shall see. 6 of red, 6 of yellow, and 7 of blue. That makes sense. No change in situation of human relation. Is that good? Not good, not bad. Only agreement to keep relationships going. At least it means there's no hostility between us. There's that's something, right? I see. Thank you for helping. Please come back again. No problem. Probably one of the only quests we had at the start that we had to keep on going. Alright, next. I need to do that one. That one progresses the story, so we might as well finish off this one first. I think we might do a mixture of probably some side quests and some hero quests. At least that way it also gives me a small break from reading from time to time. Just one sec. How are you doing, Oogie? If it isn't Noah, we're ready. We're doing just dandy. That's good. Hey, Aggie, look who it is. Oh ho. You're all looking well. So are you, Aggie. Ah, these are the city people who reside in the castle, yes? Who's this? Friend of yours? Yes, so what's happening is... blah 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 blah. Interesting. So you want to learn about the city, eh? I do. As people with first-hand experience and knowledge, would you mind telling me a bit about life there? I see no reason why not. If Noah has vouched for you, who are we to decline? Okay, shoot, ask us anything. Thank you so much, from the bottom of my heart. Please, this will just take a moment. Take your time. Knock yourself out. We'll find something to do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Then I'll see you later. Oh, I thought we'd actually have to go off and do a quest or something in the meantime while we wait for them. Are they done yet? Oh, looks like it. Well, did you learn anything good from them? Yes, they had a lot of very interesting things to say. However, go on. Well, it was so interesting that I don't think I'll even have enough time to explore it all. I think I'm gonna go stay here for a while. What, like, live here? Are you serious? Yes, Aggie and Oogie, as well as Seeker, the representatives for Agnus, have welcomed me quite warmly. Why something so dramatic? I thought I'd use my position as an inspector to benefit the castle and Keves itself. I heard, though, it is necessary to completely annihilate the opposition's forces. But, sounds foolish, the present in which we are in now find ourselves. Why did we only concern ourselves with the prosperity that was built on the back of so much sacrifice? Why indeed? I feel like you've opened my eyes. Keves, Agnus, at the city, I've seen them working together, and now I know the shape of the future we must create. Living with these people and truly getting to know them, that would be the first step towards this goal. I see. Then I guess our work here is done. I'd like to thank you for accompanying me on this journey. I hope this path leads to a far greater understanding. For the future of Keves? Future of Keves? No, all Agnians. Aww. Hopefully we can all start to work together.
I hope everyone's
Alright.
getting along.
Alright.
The colony relations changed.
There is something we could do in the the castle, from what I was told by a mate of mine. He's finished this game. But I think since we're here, we might as well do Gondor's hero quest. I think her hero quest starts here.
You're in safe hands.
Yeah, there it is. Just gotta get up there. Hello.
Gondor. Just who I wanted to see.
You look familiar.
Something wrong?
Sorta. But just the other day, one of our squads got chased by a ginormous monster.
Yeah?
Ooh.
How big are we talking here?
Big. Really big. It got them good too.
Par for the course with monsters, really. Of course, some of them are gonna grow ginormous.
Shh.
Sure, we've seen some stonking big ones too.
So, what's the story then? They got attacked by monsters and ran home, tails between legs? Dags, a lot of them.
No, you're not getting it. It was just one monster, and it chased off the whole team. It was a
Ooh.
scavenger team from engineering on a mission in the Ferronis region.
You don't say. I'm starting to respect this monster more than I respect you lot.
If they got wrecked by a single enemy, they must have got careless, even if it is a big one.
I wouldn't be too harsh. If a monster senses weakness, it can strike without warning.
It's more like, well, they say it let them go.
Sorry, do my ears need rinsing? Because I could have sworn you just said a monster let them go.
Yes, that's what I heard. They say it didn't keep up the attack, that it just wandered off at some point.
Well, it's a fun story and all, but it sounds like a massive crock to me.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced either, but knowing these guys, they wouldn't just make it up for a lark.
I don't think we should doubt that they really did come under attack.
The part about being allowed to escape, however, is mystifying. I wasn't aware of any monsters with that behavior pattern.
Yeah, look, anyway, I thought you might want to know about it, boss. Stroke of luck that I managed to catch you.
You did good, soldier. I'll take a look. After all, where would we all be if I didn't step in to clean up all your messes, eh?
Shh.
Hope I'm not too rusty.
We can go a few rounds if you want.
Ferronis region. What type of monster would let people go? Right, it's there. You go here. We can work our way down. Down that way. Come on, Gondor. Everyone else. Get the jump on them from the top of the rocks.
It should be somewhere around here, right?
Well, rumors have a tendency to become overblown. A similar principle may be at work here.
Well, duh. Nobody'd want to admit they got their asses handed to them by one monster. I don't really have time for this. Why don't you, shitheels, get to the bottom of this, huh?
You seemed interested enough earlier.
Don't get me wrong. I am a mite curious. I want to know about the thing that beat my men black and blue.
If it turns out to be a tall tale, then that'll be the end of it. But either way, I guess we can just beat it up. That way, no more threat. Job's a good 'un.
I like the cut of your jib, guy. That's right. No need to overthink it. We see something ginormous, we beat it up. We see anything else, we still beat it up.
Punch it.
Easy peasy.
That's one way to look at things.
Anyway, we've already come out here. We can sweat the details, or we can do things the easy way, right?
Right.
Gondor does have a point. It might be better for us to shelve the speculation and just start looking.
Hey, over there.
You guys okay?
Those guys sure don't look okay.
Just don't go picking a fight.
Hey, you there! You still alive?
What? Who are you lot?
What happened to you?
We were attacked by a fiend.
Huh? A fiend?
We were in combat with an Agnian colony when it blindsided all of us. We did our best to escape, but it was pretty catastrophic for both sides.
Where was it you were fighting? We've been looking for that mudder.
It was Singbreast Funnel. You should take care, though. That thing wasn't an everyday kind of monster.
Let's take a look. Could be we've hit pay dirt.
Could tell us what type of monster it is. Then we'd have a plan. Okay. Hello. Goodbye. Alright. Oh, it's just a bunch of monkeys.
There they are. Is that who we've been looking for?
They look to be surrounded.
And are those the infamous...
We can talk about it later. Those people need our help.
Yeah.
Alright. Ready? Charge! Giant Gola. So it ain't the Gonzalez ones. At least. I think, wasn't it, there's supposed to be a Gonzalez in almost every game. Get in there. Get in there. Lance, go get Mia and Uni. Oh, everyone's going down. Shit. Uh-oh. Everyone's down. Everyone's down. Come on. There we go. Considering there's only 2 of us, we're probably not going to do much, but hey, let's see what happens. Hey, we won! So, that's a surprise.
Wait, who are you? Just passing by. Ah, but we met some of your mates earlier, I think.
Just down there.
See. So they made it out alive.
You lot are pathetic. Getting done in by this small fry?
No.
You got knocked out
got it
too.
wrong. Before we got ambushed by those things you just took down, we were fighting a ginormous Turkin.
Oh, wow. I'll take it all back then. Clearly, you're all valiant soldiers who got messed up by a Turkin.
Be nice.
Admittedly, these monsters were pretty large.
They were pretty strong, but was it really such a big deal?
Spark it all. It was a huge one that did us in. Anyway, we'll go rendezvous with our friends. Sorry for dragging you out here.
No problem.
Well, that was a bloody waste of my time and talents. Ginormous Turkin, my shapely arse.
It's difficult to believe that Turkins would even nest in this area.
And it's not like we could just go and rustle them up if they did.
Okay, so what's the plan? Do we go back?
I just can't get over how we came all the way out here and we didn't even get into a decent scrap. It's exactly this kind of shit that really roils my guts.
What's wrong? Oh, hello.
Whoa. Wow.
You were talking?
Now we're talking. That's what I want to sink my teeth into.
Don't think they taste very nice though.
What? Get after him, you lily-livered dags! What? How are you getting away?
Gondor, no running off.
Where did it?
Big responsibility.
Where did it run off to? And again, would it be fighting with the lizard tribe that lives in this area? Yeah, these guys. Okay, where is this going to lead us off to? Probably the... Oh, I thought it would take us into that cave, but nope. There you are. Surrender, and we may spare your lives.
Why were you running?
Because you were chasing. Ah, anybody run away when scary?
But you're a ginormous turkin.
You don't sound like the other Turkins.
It's definitely more ginormous than a normal turkin.
What is big idea, huh? Barging into roost with muddy foots, it shows poor breeding.
Don't act innocent, beak freak. You're the one who messed up my guys.
Huh? And what problem with that?
You want to know the problem? How about I explain it to you with my fists, you shit-crusted featherbrain?
I not know where humans came from, but they attacked me, so I chased them away. That's the end of story. A lot of ruckus in neighbor brood recent. Turkin just want peace and quiet. Quiet! That too much to ask?
We did hear it let the soldiers get away.
You humans think we special. Keep coming to capture and attack us. When Turkins get attacked, we return claw for claw. But we never attack humans if humans not attack us.
What? So you weigh up whether or not you want to pick a fight?
Humans not any different. Violence only breed more violence. Therefore, when hit Turkins, expect it back.
Did you just threaten me? Wow, you got guts, blockhead.
Yeah, you threatened to hit him first.
Hold on, let's not get heated, Gondor. It does make a lot of sense what he's saying.
So tell us, why are you here?
They're no big mystery. Had argue over territory, so now Turkins just look for easy living place.
Somewhere comfy?
Comfy, yes. Turkins is not island, just like humans.
Not an island? What, you gonna build some kind of bird confederacy and then attack us?
No confederates. I'm not attacking block like you. When fighting, I alone.
So, what do you mean, you're not an island?
Aww. Little ones.
It has kids.
These are my Turklets. I search for easy living place for them. Huh?
Oh.
That why, when strangers attack, I has to fight back. Humans only flock with birds of same feather. I try talk sometime, but they only run away.
Can't really speak for you personally, Bud, but it sounds like you've had it rough.
Very rough. Like trouble with neighbours wasn't bad enough. They're also little food to eat. Me think soon time for move again. New place with no humans. Better grazing.
What? You don't get enough grub here?
That right. I Turkin gourmet.
I don't think you get to be picky in your case, mate.
Was little Turkin joke. Plan to move, it for provide better food opportunity for Turklets.
Well,
Just before I go out to forage for Turklet dinner.
Oh no. So when you bumped into us earlier...
That right. Then I chased again. Is some kind of instinct for humans chasing Turkins. They complete ruin.
So, if you had that food, you could move.
If we had enough food for migrate, we could leave within an hour. But this neighbor brood, so many humans and monsters. Migration have to wait a long time.
Oh, all right. We'll do your shopping. Let's see now. This neck of the woods, juicy broccoli and zapcap should do it.
Gondor, are you sure?
We'll be back with the food. So you and your brats get ready to leave, all right?
Huh? Kind human really exist. Have to adjust expectations for future.
Well, it's better than when she threatened to hit you.
Could also bring 10 spring roots.
Hey, don't push your luck. It still ain't too late for me to barbecue you. And anyway, you brought this on yourself.
So we're really doing this?
I'm guessing Gondor's got some kind of a thought here. Might as well tag along.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Showing good judgment there, meathead. Maybe you're not hopeless after all.
What's that? You hungry for a knuckle sandwich?
Huh? Sorry for bother, humans. This very big help.
Always nice to have more friends.
Okay. Oh, we got all the juice.
Eyeball the numbers, eh? Turkins ain't good enough at maths to tell the difference.
I don't know about that. I hope everyone's getting along.
Well, at least the things we got to look for at least are on the map this time around. We'll go here. Or this one first. Will be easier to do since got rid of the big guy that was in here.
Something so valuable here.
And there's not a lot to grab, so simple enough. Next is over here. Just hopefully we're not going to have to fight anything. I don't think. Spring root. Oh, it must be the thing that is glowing. Easy enough.
Hey, that's the thing for the stuff.
Takes care of that.
Oh, and there's also a container in here.
Okay, buddy. Surprise me.
Good thing we found this.
Alright. Go around the tree and hopefully some more will spring up. Just got to keep an eye out for glowing light.
Are we gonna be alright?
Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay, we've gone around the tree. Ah, there it is. I see some. And there's a container over there.
Hey, that's the thing for the stuff.
Take good
There we
care
are.
of that.
There we are. Got all the stuff. Wasn't too bad. Let's grab this container quickly.
Okay, buddy. Surprise me.
So how are we doing? Got any plans for the week? I ain't got nothing planned, so... Oh,
So, did you see broccoli and zap caps, was it? We managed to find a good number. Do you think this will be enough?
it better be.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's not like they'll be able to tell the difference.
Be nice.
Should be enough for the kids anyhow. The lurching monstrosity will make do.
Wait, Gondor, you're actually worried about the little ones?
Aww.
Hardly.
You do realize there's a chance that the large one has been lying to us, right?
If it turns out he has, we just punch his lights out. Simple.
Well, be that as it may,
If we get them to move away ASAP, it saves us a world of trouble.
It's true. If they relocate somewhere further away from us, everyone's lives will be more peaceful.
All right, let's get this back to them then. and we can wrap this.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Stupid twits! What now?
Let's check it out.
Charge!
Let's just hurry back.
Hopefully they are fine.
I'll leave him alone for a second, and now this, damn it!
What's
Uh-oh.
wrong with you humans? This my mess.
Shut up! If we don't take you out, we'll never be able to look our commander in the face.
You the ones that attack us.
Don't let the monster confuse you.
You dipshits! What are you playing at?
You're in the wrong here.
You're the...
Oh, you come back.
Are you alright? What's going on?
He's protecting his kids. Wait, chill out, you guys. This isn't what you think.
That thing's a monster!
Just leave it alone if you know what's good for you.
You think we can show our faces back home if we got done in by an overgrown turkey? Give me a break. If you're itching to get in our way, we'll just have to give you a beating!
Well,
Ha! Seems like we're out of options.
let's see who's going to be giving who a beating. You asked for it. You didn't want to talk. So you know, we did give you the opportunity. Someone heal Tyon. Someone heal Tyon. Let's do a chain attack while we've got the thing. What's your thing? During a chain attack, increase the critical hit damage bonus by 125% points. What is your thing? When chosen, sure self regeneration in addition to the standoff of no number of reactions. Ooh, almost bravo. Okay, so she comes back. Uni, start us off. Lance, then you go. And we'll end with Tyon. Yes, sir. We'll do some of the healers aggro. Go for it, Noah. There we go. We should get a bravo. 2 back. There we go. Did probably forget the XP bonus because I think it also goes towards the classes. Get some heals. Hopefully we also got some of the surrounding enemies. I don't think we did. We got that one. Oh, we better grab some of this stuff before we... That's one. And just one last person to deal with. There we go.
Got a rare doodah right here.
Thanks. Thanks, Lance.
Hey, you still with us?
Thank much for help.
What the hell? You could have taken them all out easy.
Things was tricky. Turk in truth, no parent can bear to put own turklets in danger.
Yeah, I get it.
Aww.
Are all the Turkins all right?
Turklets are safe, but I not so.
Please, no. Don't tell me.
My gizzard, it leaking out.
Aww.
Pull yourself together. I'm not letting you leave your bloody kids alone.
Gondor.
That is correct. I also not think it come to this. Tragic day indeed. Raising little turklets can be such really hard work.
Mm-hmm.
But this, what happened here, this is own fault. Exactly like you say. Brought this all on top of self. Every time get attacked, I was such big flock fool to keep fight back. Never should fight human in first place. Quiet better. Should have run away to safer roost.
Think about your children, damn you! If you die now.
Maybe they can survive on own, my turklets. It no like they're feather brains. So you there, smallest human, please hear my lastest request.
What is it? Let's hear it.
If there is place that's safe and have no fighting, I want you take my turklets there so safe and tight. If they just need live, then turklets can handle by self. But they not do good for fighting. They not strong. Like I was when in primes of use. If Turkin can ask you.
No! Turkin!
He's gone.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a turkin. Seeing someone die before your eyes and not being able to do anything about it, it's shit.
But I think we did all we could.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, you lot. Got a job for you.
A job?
You heard the bird. We gotta take him with. I, did kinda bring this on us all.
I don't really think it's your responsibility.
Did I ask you? What's it gonna be? Your kids coming? Or would you rather stay here with Daddy? Alright, go say your farewells. But it's not safe here anymore. So don't take any longer than you have to.
Aww.
Gondor, are you sure about this?
Life put them in front of me. So I wanted to do what I could to make their lot bearable. And there's just the little ones left. If they say they want to live, I can at least give them that much.
You're right. I think that's the best way.
Yeah, life can be a bitch sometimes. But what's the alternative? None of us planned it. But we're family now. And family has to stick together, right?
Makes sense.
I'll tell you right now, the work will be hard. You'll have to scratch for your own grain. You sure you still want it? Your dad was a tough customer. Don't you ever forget that.
Agni and Oogie bird version.
It always comes at you sideways.
Are you okay, Gondor?
Mind your damn business. You're not the ones who's gonna have to teach stuff to non-verbal bird things.
True.
Let's get going. There's plenty to do and daylight's wasted.
Okay, so now she has Turkin children. And her thing's now up to level 20. Alright. That's her one done. I need... Oh, actually, one thing I think we could do whilst we're in the area. I wonder if anything happens if we take...
Ready for duty.
Ethel back to colony 4, I want to say. Does she say anything? Or does anyone say anything?
Such a pleasant fragrance. Why does this place feel so familiar?
Because this is your colony. What if we take her up to the acting commander? There we are. Well, get a grip of yourself, Boliaris. The commander can't be here. You must be seeing things. All the recent late nights just been taking their toll on me. Yeah, I'm just tired, is all. But you know, even if this isn't real, it's nice seeing her in a good health again. No, it really is her. Okay. Not the type of thing I was expecting, but... well, some sort of victory, some sort of fanfare. Oh well.
Here we go!
Whee! Alright.
Pleasant fragrance. Shall we eat?
Yep, everyone gather around, we've got things to
I've
discuss.
already got food on the brain.
Alright. What should we start with? Got a lot of people that require a hero, so we might as well get these ones that don't require me to be with anyone first.
Group chat first, right?
Hey, what's up with those soldiers training at Fort Verbus? They seem kind of weird. Definitely weird. It's like they're always talking down to everyone, like they're something special. Yeah, they're a cheeky lot. You're one to talk. Shut it, you. Honestly though, I can't be doing with people like that. It's probably something to do with the lecture the castades on the executive leader, how it's through. That seems kind of unreliable. Yeah, first sight of real battle and they'll be stuffed. Absolutely, up the creek. But what can we do about that? We could call them, explain? Think about it. If we can whack them in a fight, we can crush the attitude problem right out of them. I'm with Lance. We're gonna teach them how to be better. It's for their own good. This is a ludicrous idea. Then it's settled. We're going to Fort Verbus and we're gonna hunt down those rude mudders. Alright then. One I don't know how to do. This one is a bit strange. I don't know how to do that one, considering it requires 1 of 5 talk things. I can't find the talk things anywhere. Oh well, whilst we're here. Gives a gold bonus. Could do with the money, I suppose.
So tasty.
Thanks ever so much.
You're welcome. Right, let's head out.
Is everyone prepared?
Yep. Hang on, where is it? Alright, the castle. We should have done it like this all along. No, I don't think so. See, it'll just slow the advance way down. And that's exactly why I suggest deploying a leftness from the start. Hey, who are you? Wait, the captain of the guard mentioned these guys, didn't she? Oh right, the one who defeated the consul at the castle and broke the flame clock. Hi. They're Ouroboros. So you've heard of us. That makes things easy. Rumour has it's that you lot are pretty clever. Huh? That we are? We're the best of the best. No one in all of Keves can hold a candle to us. Where we can overtake soldiers like you for below rank colony in at least a year. Low ranking? Oh, they do have a mouth on them. What a joke. Sorry? So, if you were to take us on in a fight, you'd rinse us, would you? Correct. If that's what you want, we'll give you a fight anytime, any place. Oh, it's on. How'd you like the sound of a monster bashing battle? Go on. We'll show you more than just knowledge. We'll show you the meaning of excellence. We're only got 3 people though. So, how about this? 5 monsters for us and 10 for you. Sounds fair. We can compare results back here once we're done. You're on. Then let the games begin.
Always nice to have more friends.
I'm not sure they're friends. They're more competitors. I know I'd get there eventually. Alright, who are we fighting?
Getting along.
Alright, there's some monsters over there. Let's go. Gotta fight at least 10 of them.
Sorry, I don't do restraint.
Well, you're gonna have to. Come on. Oh, where's the... Oh, it's over there. Come on. Next one. Kick its ass. Alright. 2. Oh. That one decided it wanted to join as well, did it? Alright, let's deal with this one quickly. Alright. We will start off with stand up. What is your thing again? Multiplies TP by 150 when first in line to attack. Ooh. And then we'll go with and we'll finish off with Aionios. Ah, almost a bravo. Cool. Hey, we got Ethel back at least. Ooh. Increased damage ratio by 175% points and grants critical rate up to all allies. Alright, you can go first again. And she's back. Alright, and let's see how far this will go. Overkill. Well, she managed to get 150 all on her own. And got an amazing. Alright, how far can we get it? $300. 163. Alright. Let's get us to at least 99. And we'll end with Ethel. Ooh, almost 500. Yeah. Oh, it didn't count towards the monster count though. How are they doing? Oh, they're 2 away from getting their heroes thing. Oh, it's just oh, this is just telling us where to go. Alright, the monsters we are looking for are down this end then. Okay, specifically these lizard things. Fight? Alright, well, looks things, we've only got another 3 to do. There we go. There we go.
Is this like a rare thing?
Now we can hopefully shut up those snot-nosed brats. How's our thing? Alright. Hey kids! We defeated 10. You said. Oh look, who's not back yet? Huh. We won. Suck on that. Now we're at those. Now where are those spare ether cylinders? And what time do you call this? No. How could you be back already? Because we're finished. Ah, we would have won if we hadn't run out of those supplies. I refuse to accept this. I demand a rematch. Leave it. We have to accept that we messed up. We didn't prepare properly. Huh. Didn't expect you to be so gracious about it. It's not so surprising, is it? Castle soldiers are trained to not make the same mistake twice. Exactly. And we want to be like the captain of the guard. We can't let a failure like this get us down. There's a degree of shame, yes, but it was a good lesson, so thanks for that. We are going to be back. We've got a score to settle now. You know what? Maybe you lot are alright. Huh. We'll have to stay at the top of our game, won't we, Lance? They'll learn by trial and error. We could do worse than emulate them. Your ridiculous ideas turned out to be pretty useful to your little protégés in the end. Protégés? I never thought of anyone as my protégé before even in Colony 9. I don't think I'm much cut out to be a mentor, but hey, why not? It's something to do. Hey, you lot. What now? Let's do this again sometime. Ha! Yeah, we'll look forward to it. But next time, you're the ones going down. You can't escape from us. This is gonna be fun. Aw, little Lance sees himself and Noah and Uni in those lot.
Some relationships changed.
Alright. Ooh, actually. Oh, we got, we can give him stuff.
Great, it's done. Guess it was worth the effort. Guess it was worth the effort.
Sheffer's purse. Okay, so we're only missing one thing for that. One thing we can do whilst we're here, because I was told there's something. If we go to the throne room, that's not it. Yeah, if we go to the throne room, go to the back, and there should be something, my mate told me. Got anything to say, Ethel? No? Okay. Apparently there's a little thing back here.
So much to see, huh?
Grand Tower Walkway. Elevator.
Now we just hang about.
Secret door. Okay, and there's also another elevator.
Wow, this is really something.
We're at the top. Neat. Can almost see everything from up here. Except everything is also covered in fog.
Kamaravi would be quivering in fear right about now.
Actually, what happens if we put him on?
Come on, don't fail me now.
Yeah, see if there's anything happens if we put him on. We just come in here. And heroes. Camaraderie. Got anything to say? No? Alright then. I was told there's a ledge or something I can also jump down. I can see it on the map just there. It's down here. Hopefully I don't die. Ow. Oh, everyone else did, and they're... Whee! Oh, we're on some sort of balcony.
The map data didn't mention anywhere like this.
We made it into the Queen's chambers. I don't think we're supposed to be here. Sneak out before she notices.
What do I do again?
Well, that was nice. I'll have to... If she asks, we were never here. Bye, Camaravi. Oh. Huh. Oh, so that's what was behind that door. We can't go back in now, though. Alright, let's fast travel down to the canteen and do another quest. And... Alright.
No one can fight on empty batteries.
If you say so. This one doesn't require a certain someone. Alright.
Been meaning to talk to you guys.
I hear something strange in Dividal has been creating some sort of colourful picture at Fort O'Vibus. Oh yeah, they call them paintings, right? I heard about that from Monica. It's that culture thing they're always banging on about. You don't really get people making paintings like that in Keves. Yeah, I thought only city folk did that kind of thing. What would you say to a field trip? I can't deny my interest is piqued. Hold the iris, no nonsense, Tyon. Want any... What's a nosy just for the spark of it? Alright. For the record, Uni, I don't live entirely by the book. No objections here. Let's see what we can see at Fort O'Vibus. An artist. Ooh.
Let's move out.
Roger.
My hunger is stirred.
Ah, it's not too far away at least. Excuse me, but are you the person that's been making paintings around here? Are you okay? Will you listen to my tale of woe? I was once a soldier who attended Consul K so that I might capture his likeness with a portrait. Are portraits different from normal paintings? Portraits are a type of painting. I paint K as I was ordered. It was my scared duty. And then one day I heard that K had fallen to some ruffians called Ouroboros. My life purpose vanished like smoke. Oh, where dost thou be without a summer's day? Life's purpose, spare me. However, my passion undemeaned, I returned to the castle where there could yet be a console. Yet every day my talent is mocked. How can an image fail an enemy soldier? They jeer vulgarly. Not a soul remains in an Aionios who appreciate my art. I have not heard of any. But enough of my sorrowful talent. Who are you? Hi, we're the Ouroboros. Wait, no, you're the Ouroboros. Don't worry, we mean you no harm. Yet. We only wonder if you wouldn't mind showing us your painting. This portrait, I mean. No, I don't mind. I see. The figure of a person rendered in coloured dye using soft brushes sewn on a material called canvas. That's a portrait, isn't it? That's right. A portrait painting from parts of a culture. It's a concept Kay educated me on. But Paiho Polio soldiers ascribe no value to it. And so I returned to the castle in slender hopes of successor. But if no one buying, you're in a tight spot, eh? Exactly, yes. Well, I don't think culture's going to do much good when you're risking your neck out on the front line. Culture. Wait, Uni, you said Monica had been talking to you about culture before. Oh yeah, and? Can such thing be true? I bet. Well. Would you know all about that kind of stuff? He's a knock-on from the city, so it'd figure. The city? I've never heard of such a colony, but something about that name certainly smacks of culture. You uncultured swine. Very well then. Would you be so kind as to show my little dabbus in the city of yours? I don't remember signing up for... Surely such decent folk shall be able to value my art at its true worth. And if not, then I shall simply... Okay, save the waterworks. Let's do it. Poor thing looks like he's at his end on his at the end of his tether. Fine. Oh, thank you. I shall entrust you with my precious portrait. Kay's portrait. Okay, let's get this valued at Wellwell's shop. This is the price I have most faith in among all my works, and my hopes go with you. Alrighty then. Back to the city. Well is over there. Hello. Daddy, could we get this book? No, you little shit. Welcome to Shop of Wellwell. Hi Wellwell, we've actually brought something we'd like you to take a look at, if you've got a moment. You know customer today? Well, take a look. Well, Ah, it's portrait. Sometimes we arrange handlings of such things in Shut You Up. This was a portrait by Keves, by Kevesi. He'd like to have it valued, appraised. We ain't got a clue ourselves. Certainly long time since Well see art of people outside city. Well, overcome with sudden inquisity, leave painting with Well for further investigation. Cheers for being so quick about it. Oh ho. What is it? He didn't laugh. This guy's trying his best. This portrait. It's total piece of... that bad? No, total piece of masterpiece. Is perfection. Subject is meh, but boldness of brushstrokes, invocation of palette. If Well ascribes value of fictional nature to work, then 2 million G's in peddling brang. That much? 200 grand for this squiggle, for these squiggles? That's very rude. Art is this portrait is talent of rare genius. I knew it had to be something special, but this far defied my expectations. What are you so happy about? Let's give Stefan the good news then. You're not selling piece? Well, we haven't asked the artist if he would want to sell. Well, understand. Let Well provide official stamp report of validation. That guarantees good for everywhere in Aionios. Thank you. Aww. Now we have to go back and talk to the guy. Where is he? Is he still at the city? Is he still here? Alright. I was never really good at the painting thing myself. When I did I preferred drawing than painting. And I think Deanna, your stuff was more with the fabrics and stuff. Hello. Oh, you're back. It was in an agony of weight. I like painting too, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know. I always just preferred drawing. Give me a pencil and some pens and I'd be happy. Though I am struggling with doing it digitally. Hey, I'm trying. I was in an agony of waiting. Tell me, have you any news to report? Well, that's fair. Cool. 2 grand? Yeah, we couldn't believe it either. All the dosh for one little picture. How can I possibly thank you? What price, faith is in ourselves? How can one value the knowledge that others people appreciate one's art? So, what do you want to do with the portrait? You could sell it or keep it. I know exactly what I shall do. I shall gift it to you. Are you sure about that, mate? 'Tis but a small token of my gratitude. for resolving the problem that had been gone out of my heart. What problem? The problem of passion. The passion inspired by a work of art is the most important aspect of culture. I used to keep K to opine upon my work and feed my passion for the art. After his untimely passing, there was none left to confront the true meaning of my work. I was half resigned to obscurity. However, you had me in this judgment of unburdened value. The passion I had lost returns tenfold, overflowing my heart. I'm getting about 1 word in 10. You model your portraits on real people, don't you? Who will you paint next? This will be my first comeback work, so I should take some brimming with personality to be my model. Wait, are you going to paint us? No, you're too fierce of spirit to bestray to be the subject of my portrait. What I want to paint is someone who appears weak but at a first glance, but has a core of strength within. Yeah, that's rude. That rules out the 6 of us then. Then why don't we get one that the commander's involved, or one of the others who agreed to help us? I don't know, I thought Senna could probably be a good subject to paint. She's adorable. That would be wonderful. I'm in your debt. We'll see if we can find anyone who looks promising and bring them back here. Shall I wait your return? Talk with a specific character. Bring a model who fits Safa's next painting, then talk to him. So basically someone who looks weak but is strong. And it has to be a commander. Sagiri's in a suit of armor, so I don't think she would. Fiona. I reckon Fiona. She's adorable.
Me? I'll try.
And anyone says otherwise, we're in for a fight. Oh, yes! There we go. The ephemeral appearance, bleeding by the strength, continues within. A core of strength gleaming in the eyes. Yes, you are the perfect model to bring my vision for this new portrait to life. Who, me? Please, this way. I must begin my great work. Okay. Your expression's a little stiff. It is. That's just, I've never done something like this before. I feel so exposed. You can do it, Fiona. I'll do my best. Can't you paint Land too? Ah yes, now that's the expression I am after. Can you all talk to her about happy things to calm her nerves? Makes sense. How are you holding up, Fiona? Seems Is there anything you want? Snacks? I don't think I can hold this pose forever. Oh, somehow you have blah, 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 water. Well, somehow you shall have to manage. Just a little more painting to be done. How much is a little more? I'd say around 23 hours. 23? Well, that's so long. I can't stay awake that long. That's your concern? If you fall asleep halfway through, we'll just wake you right back up again. You always got my back, Sanny. Yes, perfect. I keep that thought. I'm going to need you all about to keep talking for the next 23 hours. And I struggle with 3 hours instead of 20, imagine 23. Come on, your painting's lovely. Wrap it up already. 23 hours later. Ah, we don't get to see it.
I see.
Oh. Okay then. What is the thing we just grabbed then?
Fight on empty batteries.
It looks like it's just a regular discussion for some XP, so I'm gonna leave that then.
Let's be off. Oh, that smells gorgeous.
Alright. Oh. Hey, there's Ouroboros. The captain of the guard was searching for them earlier, wasn't she? Alright. Seems like there's more quests to be done around here.
Can we ask Manana to whip up some grub?
We're in a canteen.
Been meaning to talk to you guys.
The captain of the guard from the Keves castle has been looking for us, it seems. We're talking of Fort Verbus, huh? Do you think they're not happy with us because we broke their flame clock? I wouldn't say so. That wasn't the impression I got from the observing the fort. Without a console in place, I don't think it would be a trap. There's only one way to find out. Let's chat with the captain of the guard. Alright. Turns out he just wants to fight. To train the soldiers.
Right then, should we get a move on?
Alright, then. Down that way. She couldn't be a bit closer though, could she? Then again, Captain of the Guard probably wants to be near the castle to keep it safe. Then again, I got a feeling we're probably going to fight her soldiers. Yes, this be all a good way to keep up the castle's rate of ether conservation. Proceed. Roger that. Excuse me. Oh, there you are. I don't think you'd come. We heard that you were looking for us. Right, you are. It shouldn't take long to explain, and it will really help us out. You might already know that the guard is soon going to start a large-scale training exercise. Okay, so she does want us to train them. Yes, we'd heard something to that effect. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I'd like to ask you to help with the training. Us, really? The queen in the castle was a fake, but we'd never doubted her. We blindly accepted that imitation and betrayed the real queen's hope. But you're stronger than that. You can show us the proper way to train. The guards, those fancy troops who control the castle grounds, yeah? Problem is, we can't go easy on elites like them, training or not. We can't and we won't. Huh? What, you actually going to do this? Things may just be tough at the castle, that with everything going on right now. Fair point. Not really much room to complain then, I guess. You'll help then? Brilliant. Hopefully this will get them working better together. What's going on? You guys like dissent in the ranks? Sadly, yes. The guard is split into 2 units. Sultana Squad and Kotral Squad. Let's just say the 2 of them aren't the best of friends right now. We're hoping that this training will remind them of the importance of teamwork. Right, understood. We'll see what we can do then. Our soldiers should already be waiting at the east entrance to the garden defense base. Thanks for your help.
Some relationships changed.
Gotta walk all the way there. Or do I have to? Please tell me there's a... Yeah. There's a quicker way. I'm taking the quicker way. Hi guys. Eat. Hello there, Ouroboros. The captain of the guard filled me in on the situation. I wouldn't believe we'd met one captain of the Coltol squad. And this is Heath, captain of the Solaran squad. Pleasure to meet you. As far as I'm concerned, there's no higher honour than getting to train with the illustrious Ouroboros. I'm convinced we'll win, but by the Queen, we'll give it everything we've got. Losing before we've even started with watch idiocy. I say you're the idiot here. Underestimating the opponent like this only invites disaster. False bravado is a poor strategy indeed. You shut your mouth. Make me. This is what the captain was talking about, I see. Shall we kick off the training? Sorry, this is very unprofessional. Let me explain the exercise. We'll be splitting into 2 teams. One of the officers and one defend. One offense and one defense. The attackers win if they manage to take control of this area. The defenders, on the other hand, will need to incapacitate all members of the opposing side. Of course, as the guard will be taking the defense position, so that leaves you to attack. Sounds good. I know very well that that you're the stronger than the norm, but I'm not gonna give up my position as there. I pressed the button. there's hardly a Wolf whisker between the first and second unit. Okay, so you're both really great. Is everybody ready? Ready, steady. Let's get this done.
We got new folks on the map.
Alright. Charge! Charge!
Smart, he said. Uni's gonna stick to what she knows. No level up. Oriole! Shockwave! You're welcome. Appreciate it. Resident Flash! Quick draw!
Yeah.
Aerial flash!
Alright, 1 out of 29.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual, Noah.
I'm the one you want.
Charge! Get to the side, I can also do a side attack. Rank up! How's the ranks going? Oh, Senna's only 1 and she's nearly done.
I'm the girl with the gall. We are
Right.
so winning this.
Yeah, you smashed him up good, girl.
Let's do it, sister! Ah! Impulse wave. If I can get by... Yep. There we go. Damn it! I was hoping to go for the big guy. Now she targets the big guy. Go get Uni. Go get Uni. Uh-oh. Tyon's down as well. Oh, no, she's... No, he's not. Good. Oh, Tyon's down. Right. Change attack gains, grants power, change it to all allies, I think. And then, what is your thing? When chosen, multiplies the TP of all active characters except self by 120. And yeah. Got Tyon back. Right. We'll end the chain attack there. And we just got some small thry to do. Come on. Class acquired. Right, they're nearly done. Hey guys. Deal with the big guy first. No, the big guy. The big guy. There we go. Arts mastered. She's rank 10. Sweet. So now we just got to worry, just get Lance to 10. And then that's her. Fiona and Sagiri's hero quest unlock. No. We'll go for it then. And then I think yes. Cool. Uni. Lan. And we'll end with Noah. Okay. Noah. Then if you can go in, get us to 99. Get 2 back. Lance, Fiona, Mio. Should hopefully at least get us another Bravo. Oh, we actually we're getting 5 in this one. Neat.
How's this for a plan?
Lance. Senna. Amazing! Bam 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 bam. And we'll finish off with Tyon. First time I got above chain attack. Got around 6 that time round. Normally you get around about what, 5? That's also counting the Ouroboros attack. There we are. Yep, they're at 10. So everyone, I've got all the heroes ready for their thingy class. So what I think I'm gonna do is turn everyone back into their original class, because that can go up to 20. Where is? Yep.
Better to monitor the battle than on healing duty.
And
I'll keep you safe and snug.
You line him up, I'll knock him down.
there we go. Sure, why not? Is everyone's thing? Alright. Before we head in, then we better get everyone up and running. Fuck it, let's just auto build it all. I'll mess around with it later. Yep, that'll do.
Brute force is my jam.
Everyone follow center. New enemy. Enemies broke. Come on.
Yeah. Get behind, get behind, get behind. Oh, relax, you're not gonna die. Get behind, get behind. Never mind. Right, now we've got to take care of the few that are stragglers that are on this side.
We are so winning this. Yeah, you smashed him up good go.
Come on, it's nearly dead. We win. That was more intense than I'd expect. Gah. So, what's Ouroboros is like up close and personal? Speak for yourself. You ain't slouches. You nearly killed us. We're all strong individually, but much more than when we worked together. I'd almost forgotten the importance of that. We'd work perfectly well together in our squad. We'd never lose a single... Oops. Op? Heath? Yeah, okay. Solnar squad, cultural squad. Guess I can't deny that we're all cut from the same cloth. Thanks for the reminder. Really, there's no need. Oh, but there is. I'll re-examine my formation and strengthen while this bitter defeat remains fresh in my mind. Guy's got a lot of spirit. I like him. How long are you going to lollygag around? Hop to it! Wanoa, you got over here too? You get over here too. Well, he seems more chipper than before the training exercise. I think something's finally clicked in that fight with you. There was something missing in him. No, in the whole of the guard. I can't thank you enough for today. We'll have to really honour our skills if we want to get the better of you. Bye now. And that's that. Yeah. Reminds you of us, doesn't it? Oh? You know, how we all try to take on too much ourselves and all that. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. That went great. I thought though great training, great battle, even. Were you watching? I caught the tail end of it, but still, thanks to you, I think both Heath and Winara learned an aspect they need to improve upon. We, the guard, are tasked with protecting the Queen's person and what she stands for. So we need to be stronger than the rest. But that doesn't mean just in individual strength. When you can truly accept your peers once and all, that's when you see the beginning of strength. So it's like you need to have some kind of special bond. A bond? Yes, that's a good way to put it. It may sound tried, but I think there's a great strength in that. Just tactics and theory. Sounds like you're getting us to work with Heath and Wanaya was a huge success. Not at all. You lot are the real heroes here. Really. Thank you, Ouroboros. Hang on, just need to... there we go. Need to turn the brightness up on my computer. Anyway, I'd better go and see how my valiant subordinates are holding up. Bye now. Don't work them too hard. And tell them we'd beat them again next time and all. Bye bye. Yeah. We win.
I see some relations have changed.
And they want to fight again. We just whooped your asses. Or are they just here just for shits and giggles? Who am I facing next? That one. Come on, he's nearly dead.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
Yep, just XP.
It's looking complete.
Oh, she wants more stuff. Everything? Good. Alright. I think there's a quest for Riku and Manana if
We should probably eat something.
I put them on.
Riku get job done right.
they stand out in front. And I think we gotta go to the canteen in the city. We've got to order something there, I was told.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Should be another food. Ah, here it is. XP bonus, CP bonus, and enemy gold boost. Ooh. That's quite a few things.
I'll start, shall I?
Never had lobster.
Time for moving out.
No, it's very expensive. And Manana can cook it.
Can't wait to see how Manana prepares it.
Where to from here?
I believe that was it. Do we have to now? Do we have something to discuss? Oh, have we done it? I think we may have done it.
I'm all refreshed and ready to take on the world.
One way to have a look. Where is it? One way to find out if I use Nopon. The class has reached maximum. You cannot increase it further. Okay, so we definitely need... There is somewhere... I was told it was in the city. No? Is it somewhere else? That's to continue the thing. Hang on, let's just go here. Colony Is it over in that direction? There is definitely a question mark. Is it though? Is this question? Ah, there it is.
Hey, look at those Nopon.
They're dancing.
They look like Nopon traders.
What are they dancing out there for?
Shall we ask?
Time for Nopon celebration?
Hey, you!
Meh? Looking for bargains? What's all this dancing about then? Sometimes Nopon just want to dance. Is there law against? Already ate dinner.
You dance after eating? That's pretty unusual.
Not even slightly unusual. What silly maniac dance while eating? Nobody said anything about that.
Okay, anyway, so why were you dancing?
Because just ate dinner with legendary Tempapa. Never have Self-Fifi been this happy. So glad to come on journey.
Legendary Tempapa? What makes him a legend?
Meh! Did friends say Tempapa? Tempapa is real!
Is he famous?
He very famous! Does cooking so tasty it make face melt! Legend among Nopon!
He's really that good.
Good is gross understate! Manana want to meet Tempapa so bad!
He here till just now. Chase after and you catch him.
Manana must go! Date with Destiny's apprentice!
Calm down, Banana.
He even takes apprentices. Self-Fifi saw him go in direction of Daedalile, so go there to meet him.
This best news of Manana's life! Manana going to become apprentice!
Is worth shot.
We're just gonna go along with this.
Why
I
not?
doubt we can simply pretend none of this just happened.
I mean, look at how happy it makes her. Alright. We're way over there now then. Happy Nopon? Happy life? Anybody, we can at least get some good food.
Riku saw a supply drop over there.
We're sliding down.
Whee! Uh-oh.
That smart.
Where's Papa supposed to be?
Just keep out of the way of the monsters. I don't think we're even strong enough to still fight these ones yet. Considering they're 74.
Stop that!
Oh, over there.
Quick, save him!
Monsters have cornered someone.
Let's go help.
Charge!
You're a lifesaver. Enemy's broken away from me.
There we go. And get behind. And get to the side. And it's dead. Get him up, get him up. You alright?
Oh,
Still alive there, mate?
are you ones who helped me?
That right? Manana and friends come to rescue.
Oh, today is good day for meeting Nopon. Well, now it's time to go home.
Now it's time to wait.
What?
Make us food.
Request to make of them, Peppa. Please take Manana as apprentice.
Well, thank you for help, but I'm afraid that's impossible.
Why not?
Is it against personal doctrine to take apprentice?
I not need disciple, that all. But there another thing. Use precious tool of trade for walloping, that's simply inexcusable.
Ah.
Is for cooking, not bashing. Tim Papa cannot teach people who disrespect tools in such manner. In any way, Nopon who's so influenced by humans is not good thing.
That unnecessary.
Why you two travel with humans? Nopon? No, that irrelevant. But Nopon have always lived at distance from humans. So those are reasons why I not teach you.
I say we take his mustache and rip it off his face.
Understand.
The spark is with this guy. What do you say to that?
He's a big meanie.
What now?
You say those things after you eat cooking of Manana. You tell by taste if Manana respect her tools or not.
Riku!
You can at least do that, right? You can't be in that much of a hurry.
I accept. Seem like I have no choice. As thanks for helping Tim Papa, I go along.
It's a done deal.
Manana is possible?
Manana can! Manana will not waste this chance!
Roger.
to add more names.
So, what you cooking for me? Manana have just the thing.
Okay, so we're handing over...
That. Oh, what we have here? That banana homemade battle soup, a speciality. Let's have a taste. Just as I thought. How was it? Ordinary. No one accepts our Nopon. I say we go kick him. So, no good. So what you cooking me?
Now,
It's just a
what
thing.
was it we needed?
That way. Here is extra special something. Show me.
And finish!
What this?
This pride and joy of Manana. Please to feast eyes on it. Cerise caprice aqua pazza.
This certainly something.
Eat while still hot.
Yes, yes.
So basically, we're just feeding Nopon Gordon Ramsay. Wonder what that'd look like.
Did it not agree with you?
A Nopon version of Gordon Ramsay.
Is Manana a terrible cook?
Come with Tim, Papa.
Where are you going?
We want to hear impressions of Manana's cooking.
No more yak-yakking, just follow.
Fucking donkey you are.
Manana not quite sure, but happy to blindly follow.
You're gonna take us to that door, I assume. Just hopefully we don't get in the way of that monster. Please leave us alone. Oh good, he hasn't spotted us.
Here is House of Tim, Papa.
Well, at least we get an answer to where that tiny house was.
Correct. Nopon must live far from humans.
Are you sure you don't mind bringing us here?
But it's not good. But when this finish, I move house. I bring friends here to say thankings for meal. Cooking of Manana is not bad.
But
Really?
But it also not good.
oh,
So, it was bad.
It not tasty?
Taste was not bad, but that all. The problem is cooking utensils and making best use of cooking utensils.
Making best of utensils? But food of Manana should already be scrummy.
Adequate scrummage, not great.
It not great?
Correct. Damn Papa cannot allow food that is not great.
How can Manana become great? Please teach.
It's something that cannot be taught, except Tim Papa have list of things that friends ought to fetch him.
So now we're going shopping?
And these things will make Manana's cooking even better.
Well, first go to see Samon and get particular thing.
You know Mr. Salmon?
Item is written on this paper. Samon will understand.
Manana and friends go obtain.
The other things can we collect? The finding should be.
Yes, understood. Riku and friends find things for Tempapa.
I've got questions, but if this makes dinner taste even better, there's no way I'm gonna pass up the chance.
It cannot be denied that Manana's cooking has been indispensable thus far.
Okay. Then let's go and pay Mr. Salmon a visit.
I just hope talking to Mr. Salmon doesn't trigger the thing.
Many thankings in advance for collection of ingredients.
Well,
Well. Where is it we gotta go? Ah. Controller's being a bit... Ah!
no use whinging. Let's get to it.
A ship that can traverse even the Great Sea's vortex. Phew. Technology sure is a marvel.
Yeah, I don't know what we'd have done without Mr. Salmon.
We've collected all origin metal fragments. Someone knows have been watching. Whole exploration in terminal. Oh, what site it was. Friends are amazing. And so, with this, someone can create engine like of which was before only dream. So friends, just leave the rest to someone. We'll need a bit of time to complete. Ship project. Friends can kick back until it's ready. Understood. Have fun with it, Mr. Salmon.
Finally, Origin.
No! I don't want to die!
Mobius are an entity bound by the confines of this world. Strong, yet somehow fragile.
No.
Mobius. What even are they? Harvesting our lives to cling to life. Even stopping time.
Mio, allowing for limiting conditions, we are reborn after we have died. A Mobius as well.
Mobius, they can't be brought back once they die.
Why's that?
I'm not sure myself. Although, each of them is fundamentally aware of this. That's why they're afraid of death.
They're scared, huh? I guess Yoren knew too.
And he still killed himself.
Yeah,
But
to
now
save us.
He's really gone.
Still, he left us a parting gift.
Yeah. The smile on his face. I'll never forget it. Not until my dying breath.
What lies beyond death that Mobius fear it so? What the Queen said about the key that we hold. That smile might be it.
Because he broke free of Zed's control.
The power of hope, if we're being trite.
Power to create future? Big props for Manana.
Any way you slice it, it's not about looking backwards. More like the opposite.
There's no need to rack brains about. Riku think it fine to just be true to self.
Riku makes a good point. Wanting to do what we want, to be how we want to be. That's how we should carry on.
In that case, I'll continue down the road of the future that was meant to be.
If I were given the chance, if this road I've walked were to keep on going, I'd like to spend that time with my Noah.
Aww.
Forever isn't it.
Mr. Salmon? Meme, I was waiting you long time. Engine ready and installed. Finally, she finished and perfect. Congratulations, Mr. Salmon. So now we'll be able to go to Origin. Riku will be pilot, yes? Affirmative. Summon send Riku information on how to steer and on equipment loadout. But first, let's look around. Meh, you hasty as always. Summon is baking in his achievement. Now listen to explanation of ship. Yeah, Mr. Salmon, we don't really get all your technical talk. We'll leave all that to Riku, yeah? That's fine, right? Oh, it's very fine, yes. Summon have calculated optimum route and for throwing ship at Vortex. Water around Fairville Cape are a good. Summon send price coordinates. Friends verify later. You do all that for us? Mr. Summon, thank you so much. Without you, we'd be unable to join the battle. You let someone help this much, just come back alive, for sure. We will. Oh, good. It's not gonna just take us there, sweet. Piloting the Bravery. Press while piloting the Bravery engine, high velocity mode. Press again to return to regular mode. And he's gone back to the city. Bloody Nopon. You just can't do one thing. Alright, Salmon. There you are.
Why everyone come here together?
Riku and friends have request.
What is it?
A certain Nopon asked us to give this to you.
Tapara's memo.
Right now it's busy time, even if give paper. Someone not sure what friends it's...
What? What is it?
You make this Tempapa?
Yeah.
It's Tempapa who asked us to do favor.
How'd you meet with him? He's unbelievable.
Is Tempapa a friend of yours?
Friend? That guy? Meh. There's nothing gained by such conversation.
He tell us to fetch certain item. Can you provide item?
As usual, he used Nopon for errand. Rude. Why friends do this?
He make Manana apprentice in return.
Apprentice? What nonsense you thinking?
Tempapa legendary Sheffipon. It also precious ambition of Manana.
Sheffipon? He becomes Sheffipon when Samon not looking?
Huh? You didn't know?
He always show up out of blue to trade weird stuff. Recently he not show up at all. Samon thought he most likely dead in ditch somewhere. So, this what Tempapa want. Take and get gone.
Oh, thanks.
Like, it used to have a bit of a history going.
Tell Tempapa this thing from me. It not kill Tempapa to bring things Samon like every once in while.
We tell him.
And tell him to bring back hard iron he take 2 years ago. And Samon's still waiting for payment for use of anvil.
Meh. How many things you want us to tell?
Take it they don't get along. We need to get some material. Lagunite and acid-resistant quartum shell. No. These look like it. There we are. Here's what we were looking for. No, I don't want you to
but you're in our way.
I could do this with my eyes closed.
Well, why don't you?
Edge thrust! I'll keep up the attack.
Smooth as always, Noah.
Come here! I got something for you.
Top one! Show us what you got, Senna.
Good thing we can actually fight in the water this time around. In the older ones, you couldn't fight and in the water. That's one. Alright, we're up to two.
Don't try to stop us.
I could do this with my eyes closed.
Keep it up, Neil.
Oh, don't you get a friend involved. There we go. Let's just get out of here. To the ship. Ah, there we are. Last one. Alright, now we go drop this back to what's-his-face. Don't like him. He was mean to our Manana.
Yes, amount this size may just suffice.
What is purpose of use?
Cooking of Manana. The problem is that it lacked tools, technique, and soul.
Now even more things missing.
Punch him!
To get best out of ingredients, must use condiments. And to get best from technique, needs special something.
Can teach special something?
That question? Wait here for Tick.
Up. 2, 3, a million.
Just how long this going to take? Maybe he steal away goods and scarper with.
Who steal away and scarper with? I am standing up on with spotless reputation.
Manana thought Papa disappeared for good.
When old like me, you understand value of nap. Stay up all night is out of question.
So Papa just went away for taking nap?
That right?
Something like you would do, Deanna.
Wisdom to Papa.
Oh? What this?
It a pot.
But Manana have one of those too.
Oh, I think not. Not pot like this. Sad to say, but pot of Manana cannot make up for lacking things.
Yep.
It heavy-duty exclusive Nopon brand pot.
User choose tool of trade it true, but also fact that tool choose user. Pot of Manana, shape become all warped from use in battle. Now it not quite perfect fit.
Mama, that was problem.
What is exact point of wielding cooking pot as weapon? That fly overhead of Papa, but that not all.
You can bash your enemies' heads in with it.
So careless with utensil, even when show such great promise as Chevipon.
Aww.
It's true. This pot suit Manana down to ground.
The more Manana cook with, the better Manana cook. Then even if used in battle, it not warp.
You give Manana cooking pot?
Cooking of Manana, not actually so bad. But tools simply not able to keep up with level of skill. That make cooking sad, and utensils sad too.
Ah, so that's why her technique and tools aren't up to scratch.
That right. It's all question of feeling. Love is very important thing for technique and cooking.
What about teaching us some actual cooking?
What talking about now? Papa not specially so much of cook.
Word on Creepvine was Papa legendary chefipon.
Tempapa just make new cooking utensil, nothing more. Cooking of meals, they just to make sure utensil work.
Meh, meh. Then that mean Tempapa not actually legendary chefipon?
Nope.
Oh, I'm well aware that some Nopon call Tempapa that. Tempapa choose not to refute spreading rumor. That all there was to it.
What did you just say? Please tell me I misheard.
It nice feeling to be complimented. Pictured as cool lone wonderpon.
Can't believe this.
It's okay. Manana not mind at all, Lance. Manana learn ins and outs of cookpot. To make cheapest of top food, having of best utensils is required. Manana would never realize this, if not learn lesson from Tempapa. That alone make Tempapa worthy of title of Masterpon. Only one thing left. Manana can't wait to get stuck in with making food.
Tempot used to fire nice and slow. That surefire secret to make cooking of Manana really shine.
Manana ready, all of technique and soul.
Also, spirit and personality.
Getting a bit much.
And pinch of motivation.
Aww. That's nice. She can finally be the chef she's always wanted to be. I'm not much of a cook.
Tasty.
It's so different from before.
Why do we have to eat on the floor?
Piles of this. Yeah. How the spark and one pot change so much about a dish?
Warp of pot is warp of heart, and warp of heart is warp of cooking.
What?
Though
Yeah.
it's also plenty true that beloved tool will create beloved food.
But you still consider it unthinkable to wield as a weapon?
Truth be told, that part still rubbed Tempapa wrong way. But from initial impression of cooking, could tell Manana made with talent, without understanding of how to use tool. That was thing that really needed correction.
Is Tempapa eating well?
Tempapa only eat little, cannot gorge self like young buck.
Manana is making more, no fear.
Do Riku also have difficulty getting along with humans, like Tempapa?
There are many things one can only attain by cooperation and speak with others. If not travel with Noah and others, then not have chance to eat cooking of Manana now.
Indeed, Riku very strange, Nopon.
Or maybe the strange one is you, living out here like this.
This Nopon way of living.
Come. Everyone eat up nicely now.
Riku will have some.
Not forget to treat tools with care. That only thing friends must remember.
Manana promise.
Roger that. Aww. Manana's weapons grew stronger. Quest completed. Perilous Riku and Manana Yumsmith. Now we got it up to reach 11. Alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna call it a day here. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Code Vein. And I'll see you then. Bye!